Now I'm delighted to be part of this next award because it's near and dear to my heart, UMA's first ever driver competition. And here to tell you about this inaugural effort is the chairman of the UMA Risk Management Committee, Mr. Brian Scott. Brian?
Thank you, Dale, and good evening. Boy, it's a pleasure to be here tonight and overseeing what has been a phenomenal day. For far too long, our industry's best assets are professional bus and motor coach drivers who are the backbone of our businesses and our industry, often go unrecognized. That ends today with the first ever and first annual UMA International Driver Competition. So tonight, UMA is introducing something new. Any of your drivers who operate year-to-year crash-free can earn an Excellence in Driving certificate. And for any driver who masters 12 or more consecutive years of crash-free driving may qualify for a Master Driver Award. This year, we had 26 drivers representing 16 companies that competed today. Of them, 22 qualified for Excellence in Driving Awards, and 4 of them qualified as Master Drivers, which is an absolutely incredible accomplishment. So let's take a moment and recognize the first recipients of the Master Driver certificates. So would Rory Burge, Anthony Griffiths, Dennis Wayne Lumen, and Ronnie Shape, please step forward. Let's give these guys a great round of applause. So all of our drivers here tonight represent an astonishing 150 years of combined crash-free driving. That is an amazing accomplishment. So let's give all of our drivers a big round of applause. We would like to thank our OEMs today for furnishing the coaches for the drivers' competition. ABC Bus Van Hool, CH Bus Sales Temsa, INA Bus Sales Irizar, Motor Coach Industries, and of course, Prevost Car. So let's give them a round of applause. And before we recognize our competition winners, let's thank all of our sponsors who made this year's event possible. Bob Evans Restaurant, who along with co-sponsoring the event, fed a group of our drivers a spectacular breakfast this morning. Crum & Forster, thank you very much and welcome to our industry. Shriver Capacity. When Charlie called our office to offer to co-sponsor the competition, he said, "Our agency has always felt the success of our operators, manufacturers, and our suppliers is dependent upon the safe driving that promotes our industry," and he couldn't be more right about that. And then finally, Prevost Car. So please join me in a round of applause to thank those guys. And next, I would like to introduce Francois Tremblay from Prevost Car, who is not only a key sponsor, but the main benefactor of the Bus and Motor Coach Academy's Prevost Preparatory School for Professional Drivers. So, Francois?
Pleasure being here. You know, at Prevo, basically, we not only like to build great buses, but a bus is nothing without a driver, right? They basically are the heart and soul, and as Vic, pointed out, they're the face of our industry. So this is why at Prevo we're really committed to help build North America's best motor coach drivers force. I think we have demonstrated that our commitment through the underwriting of the Prevo Preparatory School of Motor Coach Drivers and also co-sponsoring the UMA International Driver Competition. Both of these programs are helping to support drivers' excellence through education and recognition. And this is why we really want to honor our drivers tonight. So we will continue to work with UMA and make sure that the new entry-level driver training rule, when it comes in force, and we'll make sure that we have new entrant drivers that will be able to complete the required classroom classes online. So I think it's a great way to continue further and develop our drivers in terms of safety and operation. So in conclusion, let me just say that your commitment as drivers to the safety of passengers is an inspiration to us all. So for this, I really want to thank you.
Thank you, Francois. Now I would like to introduce Jack Van Steinberg, the Chief Safety Officer and Assistant Administrator for the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. Jack?
Before we start, Dale, can you come here? Just want to give you my business card.
Oh, okay, we'll get it in there.
I'm only full. I'm only fooling. Good evening, everyone. It's great to be here for the Vision Awards dinner and recognition here at the UMA Motor Coach Expo for 2017. I'm honored to join you and represent the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration to be here at this event. I made the trip to St. Louis because I would not miss the opportunity to recognize the accomplishments of the best motor coach drivers in the industry. And there's 26 of them over there. Can you stand and just, be recognized? I know it's a tough job, and you certainly make my job, and I was a retired New York State trooper, and you make it a lot easier for us to be out on the road, and you make it for a lot easier for people driving around you. So thank you. But there's another reason I'm here tonight. I wanted to thank Vic Para for the UMA for the 19 years of his leadership, and it's been a pleasure working with Vic. You've been a thoughtful partner, an extremely effective advocate for your members, and a friend. Back to the real business is the drivers. The work you do truly matters in the lives of millions who rely on your skills, experience, professionalism. And when I talk about professionalism, you're great drivers, but you also show respect. And I see that when you're on buses, when you have passengers. And quite frankly, I'm driving around in DC every day. With someone in the back, I got one person in the back that tells me how to drive and so forth on a regular basis, but you have about 40, 50 people in the back that are always looking out for you, so I don't know how you do it. So thank you. Somebody said to me the other day about intercity bus travel, and I said it's safe. It's one of the safest modes, if not the safest modes around the country, so thank you. But also, I recognize the drivers, and I know you drivers, you have a support team behind you, dispatchers, maintenance personnel, supervisors, let's forget the supervisors for now, but they also make you excel. But one thing I didn't hear tonight was, I want to thank your family members, especially the ones that are in attendance, for the support they provide you and the role you play in making sure these drivers are happy, healthy, and well-rested. Family matters to these drivers, so thank you very much. The ultimate winners are your passengers and the public, the motoring public with whom you share the road with. I mean, it means a lot. To the winners here tonight, allow me to make one suggestion. The mark of a true champion is one who makes those around you better. I ask each of you to mentor your fellow drivers, because when you share your mastery of the trade with others, we all benefit and the future benefits. Thank you very much for inviting me to speak. And again, to the drivers, my hat's off to you. I'm very proud of you. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Jack. And now on to the highlight of our competition winners. So for our winners tonight, this evening's second runner-up will be presented with $500 and a plaque. First runner-up, $1,000 in a plaque, and our grand champion, $2,500 in a plaque. So we're big stuff up here, all right. So without further ado, let's get to our second runner-up. Our second runner-up in the first ever and first annual 2017 UMA International Driver Competition is Dennis Luman of Red Carpet Charters. Dennis, come on up. All right, and for our first runner-up in the first ever and first annual UMA International Driver Competition is Ronnie Shape from Craft Coaches. Come on up, Ronnie. And now on to our grand champion. Now, our grand champion began driving motor coaches in 2008 after first driving a truck, and began working for his current employer in the charter bus business in 2012, where he is today. So for our 2017 grand champion for the first ever and first annual UMA International Driver Competition is Stephen Davis from AT&T Charter out of Lewisburg, North Carolina.